regular season, and obviously you guys had hoped for a better outcome, and kind of didn't go as planned. But how do you guys like to finish off the season this week and doing it at home?
Well, we'd like to win these next two. Our goal for the end of the season is to make it to the conference tournament, and still somewhat in our control. So if we win these next two, we can make it.
What's it going to take to get back and hopefully get a sweep this week?
Consistency. We've been struggling with that all season. One area will be lacking, and then the other area will be lacking. So we just need to bring it all together and just fight at the end.
It could be home, but facing opponents in Chico and Stanislaus. Tough conference. Chico being the rival of Stanislaus as well. Two difficult opponents. And I believe that you guys beat Stanislaus earlier in the season, and so you faced these teams before, right?
Yes.
Kind of just talk about what you remember facing them last season or earlier in the season.
Chico, I don't really remember much. I think it had to do with we were still testing out some lineups. We didn't have the lineup that we have now, so I definitely think that was a factor. Stanislaus, we did take them to 5, and it did come down to like the final points. So it was definitely a battle with Stanislaus, and we need to beat them in order to move on. So, and I'm sure they know that too. So that's definitely.
As a senior, does your approach change this week at all, or is it just kind of like the same thing you've been doing week after week?
It definitely has to do with you want to finish strong, like you don't want to regret anything, and losing is not an option at this point for us seniors. We just want to finish at a high note, and making it to that conference tournament would definitely make it a success for us and finish on a high note.
I mean, with so much on the line, obviously you guys really don't need the motivation. The fact that, I mean, you guys know you got to do, and it's in your hands at home. Talk about just for everybody on this Jacks team how big this week is.
Can you say that again?
I guess just you guys really don't need any motivation. I mean, there's just it's right there, it's home, it's you guys know what you got to do, but just kind of talk about, I guess, just how you guys are handling this with so much on the line this week.
Just going into practice focused. We know that it's coming down to the end, and we just need to stay focused and keep working to make those consistent plays and eliminate the errors that have been holding us back this season. So definitely working on that in practice and getting it out of the way for when it comes down to the game. We don't want those.
And then your memories of Lumberjack Arena. This is the last weekend that you'll have games here. What are some of the highlights of both playing here and the crowd and the atmosphere that you can kind of recall from your years?
I would say definitely the girls. We are all pretty new. Kelly, my first year was the new coach here, so we were all pretty new, and so I feel like that bond that we have, like coming down to the end, it's definitely an experience. Making friends that way, like I've played volleyball all my life, so now that it's coming down to it, I'm gonna have to make friends some other way.